Yo, it's your boy Deucespeaks,
It's your boy Jason Alexander.
and we are the Clearly Confused podcast where we are unscripted, unfiltered, and probably off topic. What's happening with you, baby?
Absolutely.
How you doing today,
Ain't
man?
nothing, man. How you living, man? How you living?
Doing good, man. I know we was talking off air about the heat and shit kicking ass this week,
Yeah.
which is
Oh yeah.
godly. I was up
Yeah.
in
Everybody at work has been complaining all week long about the heat. That's all I've been hearing is, man, this is awful. Oh man, it's like shit. I'll take this over December and
I will
January
too.
any day of the week. They can call me whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. I don't care. I don't want no cold weather. Give me
I
100
don't do the
degree
cold.
days all day.
Yeah, I can't. I'd much rather deal with hotter weather. Come inside, chill, cool off. But
Yeah.
I can't do
Yeah.
cold, man. Cold ain't no
Yeah.
fun. It's just,
No, it takes 2 seconds to cool down. It takes 30 minutes to heat up.
yeah,
I'm
warm
taking
enough.
summer
So,
all day long.
yeah, I was in West Virginia for work this weekend. Normally,
Okay.
it's pretty mild weather up there, man. It was 100 fucking degrees. I'm like, God damn. I'm sitting there talking to some clients and shit out there. I'm like, yeah, I ain't never been to West Virginia. It's 100 degrees out here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
that
this week
shit
was
killing
wild.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, this week was wild
It
for
was
everybody.
wild, man. It was. It came out of nowhere too, man. It was like, and it's funny because it kicked off on the first day of summer, and I'm like, yo, summer didn't
Right.
play no fucking games this year. Summer's like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, y'all miss me, shit. I'm coming in full force.
yeah. And the crazy part was leading up to summer. I didn't know if we was gonna get a summer because it was never getting hot. It was
Yeah,
staying between 75 and 80 degrees. It was like when we gonna get to the 90s?
dog.
Are we gonna have summer? And then, like you said, summer showed up on the 21st and shit. That was a
What's up,
wrap. It's
niggas? Yeah,
summertime.
yeah, that shit was crazy, dog. But it's like you said, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna complain about the heat because I shit always. I'm like, it's hot as hell. But
Right.
to me, that's just stating the obvious. I'm not gonna say, damn, I hate this heat or nothing like that. That's the
Right.
complaining part to me. I
Yeah,
ain't
yeah,
never gonna
yeah.
complain about it, but I will state some shit. It's hot in the motherfucker out here.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Oh
absolutely.
man.
I got a lot of old off-color jokes for the heat that we used to say back in the day. It's hotter than a slave in South Carolina right now. We used to say
Hmm.
shit like that back in the day. So
Oh yeah. We said,
we
let me see, colder than a witch's tit. We used to say in the winter, shit like that.
yeah, yeah, shit, yeah.
Oh, is it colder than a witch's tit on a brass something? I don't know, man. You used to then think about like, who the hell came up with this shit?
That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Where that shit
Yeah,
started
who the
from.
hell came with some country shit? That's for sure. It came up some country motherfucker out there just running his mouth.
Oh yeah,
Probably out the bottom.
Probably the same person who came up with hanging like a hair in a biscuit. It's like that shit makes me hate biscuits, man. Every time I hear that shit, like man, quit ruining biscuits. I like
Yeah,
biscuits.
shit. Come on,
But I
man.
get that visual of a big long string of hair hanging in a biscuit stuck to that motherfucker, and it's like, man, I don't even want a biscuit no more.
Ah, yeah, don't ruin the biscuit for me. I'll tell you what's crazy about biscuits too, man. Because like the further up north you go, the less that shit is there. Like
Okay.
I'll go visit my pops. Sometimes the kids get pissed about this too. I'll take him up there to go visit my pops. He lives up pretty much outside DC.
Okay.
So we'll go to like McDonald's on our way home before we ride home. Like, yeah, we'll get some breakfast and shit at McDonald's. And they'll be like, I want some biscuit and gravies and shit. And I'm like, nah, we don't do that up here. And boy, well, I'm talking about they be pissed and they forget every time. Like, yo, when you come up here up north, they ain't got no fucking
Yeah.
biscuits and gravy and shit up here.
Yeah, shit. No, they'd be like, what is gravy?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, like biscuit and gravy. And it's normally like some Indian person or something like that. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about biscuit and
Yeah, yeah.
gravy?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
shit,
man.
my bad, damn. Oh man, but now how you let's get these check-ins, man. How you
All
feeling this
right.
week, man? Where you at mentally?
Well, like we were talking about earlier, man. I'm loving the heat. It's been a good week of work, man. Nothing's popped off crazy with the family, man. I gotta say, I'm probably at like an 8.1 this week, man. Life is good, man. We chilling out here, chilling. Well, we trying to chill, but
Yeah.
I ain't got no complaints, man. It's been a pretty good week. We got to work this Saturday, but
Mhm.
that's all right because when I get my paycheck, I'm gonna be all right. So
Mhm.
it's gonna be all good. Them OT Saturdays ain't bad.
I
They
got
get a
you.
little inconvenient every now and then, but I mean, shit. Like I said, by the time you get that check, you'll be like, shit, we working
Yeah.
Saturday again?
Mhm. It's a
Yeah, where
whole
you
full
at, man?
shift Saturday?
But yeah, it's mandatory. Well, I really don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. But if I
Mm-hmm.
had to guess, it'll probably be I'm going in with the mindset it's going to be a full shift, so I
Okay.
won't be pissed off if they say
Yeah, yeah,
staying all day. Whereas if
hell
they say,
yeah.
you know, we can leave at lunch, I'll be much more happy and grateful about that. So I'm preparing for it to be a full day, but you know, we'll see. We got a
Hope for the best, prepare
we
for the
got a whole
worst.
lot going on. Yeah, we got a whole lot going on at the plant right now. So we're doing a whole lot of cleaning, and I think what they're calling it is a facelift. We're putting a facelift on the plant. So
Face slam.
yeah, yeah, and
I ain't mad at it.
from where I sit, man, we're damn near renovating it without renovating it. But I mean, we putting in some work, a lot of work going on. But
No, I
good days
definitely
ahead in the
understand.
plant. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at having to work on Saturdays. Like I said, it's been a good week, man. I'm gonna say 8.1. I'm solid with that
Mm,
8.1 this week.
I'm
What
not mad
about
at
you? Where
that.
you at?
I'm gonna put myself at a 7.9. If I had a little bit
Okay.
better news on my card today, I'd probably be a little bit
Dang,
higher. I
still,
got
still,
news. It wasn't bad news, but it's just like, come on, man. You
yeah,
know
oh
when you
yeah.
dealing with some shit, it's like, come on, I'm just tired of hitting speed bumps with this shit. Like, come on, man, I need my shit back because driving my truck killing me on gas
Oh
nonstop,
man,
man, tearing
I
me
bet
the
it
hell
is,
up.
man.
Shit. But yeah, I put myself 7.9, man. It's slow work week for sure, and it's honestly I ain't gonna bullshit. It was one of them weeks I'm like, look, I'm bullshitting this week. I'm tired. I'm like, I just don't have no energy, man. I'm like, I'm at that point mentally where I'm like, yes, I'm due for a vacation or a trip
Right,
or something.
right.
So
I
yeah, I'm
think
just
we
I
all know that struggle.
yeah, so I'm like, man, I told my wife the other day, I'm like, man, I know I ain't getting work my all right now, and I just need to pick me up. I need a change of scenery, a vacation or something, and I'll come back
Mhm.
rejuvenated, uh, kick ass and all that good stuff. But
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's good. Like this tomorrow we're supposed to go camping Father's Day weekend, and weather kind of flushed that out. And then oddly enough, they let me postpone it. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it in a couple of weeks. And shit, it's raining again this weekend. I'm like, man, fuck it. We gonna suck that shit up and make it work.
right. I hear you.
But it's fun anyway, man. Like I said, I love outdoors. I love having my kids outdoors to disconnect from shit and just
Right.
one learn some kind of survival skills or something
Oh
like that.
yeah.
Ain't like we doing no crazy camping or nothing like that, but just get used to being outdoors, sleeping outside,
Right.
shit like that. So it's always fun. We have a good time, especially as my kids grow and get the age gaps and shit. And I'm like, y'all ain't gonna want to deal with each other all the time. So it's nice to have everybody all together, all at once.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Out there
yeah,
making memories.
yeah. So it is all about, man. I'm big on experiences. So we're gonna make this memory. I was telling them, I was like, shit, yeah, it's gonna be raining and shit, but hey, we ain't ever camped in the rain, so it's a new experience for us.
Yeah. Oh
And it
yeah.
ain't gonna be no heavy rain or nothing like that. It's just gonna be one of those periodic, couple little drizzles here and there, and then move on. So
Okay. All
I'm
right.
good. I like the rain anyway, so I'm like, shit. After all this heat, I'll take that shit, man. Because the temperature's
Right.
dropping like 10 degrees too. Shit, probably more than that. Because it's been like high 90s to with humidity and shit over 100 easily.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But
We've
like
been
this
same thing
weekend's
here.
in the 80s, bruh. Like I think the
Hmm.
high tomorrow where I'm camping is 83. I'm like,
Okay.
shit, boy, it's
All
gonna be a
right.
breeze in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that 83 is gonna feel like 65.
Oh yeah, it is. It's gonna feel good as shit, man. But no, man, glad you're doing good, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Glad to be home here another week, man. Appreciate all our listeners staying in tune
Absolutely.
with us, showing love, man. We really do appreciate that for sure.
Yes, we do.
And we,
Had a buddy of mine at work come up today and was talking about some of the stuff we were talking about on the podcast. It's like, yeah, it's always
oh
good to
man,
get that feedback, man,
oh
and then
absolutely, man.
advance the conversation in person, man. So
Oh for sure.
so all the watchers and listeners out there, you know, you see us, holler at your
Hmm.
boys, man. You
Oh for
know,
sure. Don't be shy,
we're,
man.
yeah, we're always welcome to get down with the get down.
Oh yeah. And I always tell people too, man, that have listened to any kind of show I've been on. It's like I'm not one of those people that want to try to debate you on things or anything. Like I've given up that life for trying to debate people. It just
Right,
ain't no point of it. But I am a person that if you ever like, hey man, I just want to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Not any I'm trying to agree, disagree. I just want to have a conversation, get a better
right,
understanding, anything like that. You can always reach out to me on private, hit me on the side. I'm mainly on Instagram at Deucespeaks. So yeah, reach out to me, man. If you want to have a discussion or anything like that, we can always do something. But
Oh yeah, absolutely.
let's see, man. We got and I
Whew.
apologize, man. I've been trying my best to not make all these episodes that we do always something political and shit. But man, when
Right.
it's in our face, it's in our face.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not gonna walk past it, man, because we know a lot of y'all are clearly confused, just like we've been clearly confused on some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's been one confusing ass week, man. I
And
tell
I'm
you
gonna
that.
let you know right now, this ain't gonna be one of them days where we're gonna clear it up because there's still a lot of
Yeah.
confusion.
Yeah, shit, yeah. I'm glad you said it because
Yeah.
if you didn't say it, I was gonna say it. I was like, I promise you, I'm gonna be very confused throughout this discussion. But
Oh yeah.
I think we're just as confused as everybody else is. So I think it's gonna be good to
Oh
go on and
yeah.
spit it out, say where we're at, say what we're feeling, and wait and see
Mm-hmm.
what happens tomorrow.
Yeah. Exactly. It's like every day brings a new day. So
Yeah.
first and foremost, what we're gonna discuss today, by no surprise, is this whole ordeal going on with Iran, Israel, and the United States.
Oh yeah.
Since our last episode, man, where we joked about World War III, we didn't know what was gonna happen. I'm trying to think, had we already bombed Iran when we recorded the last
Uh,
episode?
no, I think it happened over the weekend.
Yeah, I think
I
it
think it
happened
happened.
right after. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
like we just
We
talking
had
about
yeah
it.
yeah we hadn't jumped in yet. We were talking about it, but it hadn't happened yet.
Yeah,
And I
it's
want to say
crazy.
at that time we were in the process of leaning towards away from attacking
Mm-hmm.
them. 'Cause when we attacked them, it was pretty much one of them. You got a notification on your phone, hey, we bombed Iran. It was like, well, shit, that came out of nowhere, which it didn't. It didn't, but it did because
Mm-hmm.
all signs were pointing to that not happening. But
Mm-hmm. And you know
that's where we
what?
are.
What made it good? I ain't gonna say made it good for me, but what made it interesting is I had some people in town. I'm not gonna get too specific on the person because I won't give any away clues. But I had somebody when Iran hit. When we hit Iran, I had somebody that is just freshly retired from a three-letter government agency
Okay.
that used to deal with a lot of this kind of stuff. And we
Okay.
were able to have, it's crazy that I had that luck of being around somebody like that
Yeah, shoot,
when
yeah,
we
'cause I'd have
bomb
been,
Iran.
man, I'd have been picking his brain.
Oh my God, you want to talk about picking this person's brain all night long? And we drinking and chilling and
Oh
stuff too.
yeah.
So it's
Oh
flowing. So I'm like, oh my God. But
shit,
it
yeah.
was to hear from somebody at that level talk, just like be in such disbelief that we actually bombed Iran. It
Yeah.
honestly had me a little spooked, man. I was like, shit. He's like, man, it's just that. He's like, this ain't something that was supposed to happen, or anything
Mm.
like that. Like, obviously the person can't tell me too much, but
Right,
yeah,
right.
it was. He's like, nah, this is big. I'm like, oh shit, man. So,
Yeah, oh yeah. It felt big at the time, that's for
oh
sure.
yeah, oh yeah, and I know like myself, and probably plenty of Americans out here, like, what the hell are we getting ourselves into here?
Right.
I seen a lot of politicians come out. It was crazy, man. All these people switched up on Trump, man. All these Republicans. I seen what's her name, Marjorie Taylor Greene,
I was getting
trying
ready
to
to say, I
say
thought,
something on that.
yeah, we need peace.
Man, shut your ass
I was like, yeah, I was confused because I was like, who is this? It's like somebody took her Twitter account or something. But
up.
it took her less than 24 hours to switch back. So,
Nah, that's how it goes, man. You know that's
yeah,
how it goes. But
yeah.
I will say,
I
from
can't
all
lie
this,
though. I can't lie.
mm-hmm,
I was impressed by her with that text. I always try to give credit where credit's due.
I'm with you on that. Yep.
So yeah, as much as I can't stand her, as much as she gets on my nerves, as much as I have no use for her at all, she actually said the right thing at the right time then. So for that,
Mm-hmm.
I'll give her credit. And then we move on.
Well, see, that's all I ask of any politician, no matter what side you on, is like, if your side is doing something that's not right, speak up on it. To me,
Right.
more people are going to trust you if you call out your own party for dumb shit as well as the opposing parties for dumb shit. Because then I
Yeah. It's
know you're not
genuine.
here just for the party. You're here to make conscious decisions on what, even if I don't agree with it, it's honestly what you think is best based on your experience. We might not agree with it, but hey, I can somewhat trust you a little bit more if I know you're going to call out BS. And I almost hated even saying it. Like you said, give credit where credit's due. I hated that I agreed with Candace Owens, man. I'm like, shit.
Man,
I never thought I'd see the day where I'm like, yeah, Candace Owens over here spitting right now. Even though she's,
yeah,
I don't agree with her a lot on stuff, but she's highly intellectual. And unlike most people, she has facts and reasoning, and she's not just gonna come up with some crazy ass idea. Or opinion, I should say, and not have any kind of backing on how she came to that. Whether you agree with it or not, you got to
yeah,
respect somebody that got something to stand on. And that's why a
yeah,
lot of people
yeah.
be scared to debate her and shit, because she gonna get your ass if you
Yeah,
don't
she
come
ain't stupid.
prepared.
She ain't stupid. I don't like her. I don't trust her, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably I'm probably more infantile when it comes to her because I do everything I can to not agree with her, and it's one of those things where I have a fight with myself where it's like, well, like you said, Candace over here spitting. Then I'll be like, man, shut the fuck up, man.
Yep.
Don't even fall in. Don't fall in. And I try not to because I saw what she said this morning. And I know I'm probably getting off the topic a little
Nah, you
bit,
good.
but where she's pretty much turning on Trump now. And it's funny
Mm-hmm. Nah,
because
she
you'll
been
see
going
black
in.
people say, man, don't fall for that shit, man. Don't fall for it, man. She's grifting. Don't fall for the switch up. And so that's what the wheels of my head are turning, and they're like, man, don't fall for it. Don't fall
Yep.
for it.
Don't do it.
She
Don't
might be
do it.
right. But no, I can't fuck with her, man. She's not getting that follow. I'm not gonna do it. Not giving her the
Shit,
follow.
shit. I ain't gonna go that far. It's just like the whole
Yeah,
Tucker Carlson thing too. Him
yeah. Him and
torching my.
Ted Cruz.
Yeah, I hate Ted Cruz. That's the only reason.
Yeah,
It's one of those I hate Ted Cruz. I love. It no matter who's on there torching his ass.
yeah,
Keep it going. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But I ain't gonna switch up and be like, oh yeah, I like your shit now, because I don't. You know
yeah.
what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying? You was on Fox News talking that dumb shit too, so I
Oh
don't want
yeah.
to hear it
Shit,
either.
I got mad at Ice Cube when he was hanging out with Tucker Carlson, taking him through the hood and what else the fuck you doing,
Yeah,
Q? All I'm hearing is no Vaseline in my head saying,
yeah.
I never have dinner with the president. But you gonna go out here with Tucker Carlson? But
Nah, I don't.
I was like, man, I can't stand Tucker Carlson, but those are the emotions these kind of dudes give us.
That's what they do, man. And I
And
will say, man,
it's tough.
it is tough, and I'm gonna say this, and I know it's gonna sound easier than what it is, but we do gotta stop letting these people get our energy, man. This is what they do. They know
Hmm.
how to get that shit going in us and bring it out, because whether you agree with them or disagree, if they can get you worked up and looking at their shit, that's getting their views up. That's why they say all press is good press. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah. And
Because
they're pros at
oh yeah,
navigating through all that shit, man.
oh yeah, come on.
It's like they know exactly what they're doing, and that's probably the part that always pisses me off the most is
Hmm.
because they know what they're doing,
Oh yeah.
and it's all a game. It's all a game for them, and that shit just
Hmm.
drives me nuts because it's like, man, I know y'all are
Playing with
smarter than
people's
that.
lives, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. It's like, why use that for the worst? Use that knowledge for the
Oh my
better. But
god. It is what it is, but
it is what it is.
all right, so let's go back. So we from since the last podcast, we joked again about World War III and stuff, and at that point, I do remember Trump coming out saying, "Hey, it's gonna be like I'll give you an answer in 2 weeks on what we're gonna do," and I
Yeah,
I
sure
want
enough,
to say it was 24 hours, and then next thing I
I'm
know, hey,
like
well, you
that.
bombed Iran. I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
Now I'm sitting here thinking at first, 'cause I didn't get much information. I remember we were just sitting outside drinking, bullshitting. And then my mom was like, oh shit, we just bombed Iran. And I start seeing alerts and shit. I'm like, oh damn. Now, I don't know
yeah,
where we've bombed or nothing like that. And then,
right.
it comes out that we hit their nuclear sites. And I think after that, it's just all chaos broke out and I
Yeah,
should say confusion more than chaos, because people don't know what the fuck is going on.
right, right, right. And everybody's telling us shit that's happening, but
Yeah, everybody's
none of it
story is
seems to
different.
be. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, yeah. Everybody's story is different, and
Hmm.
it just makes it more confusing. I mean, to this day, we still really don't know. We're still getting conflicting stories from all sides, and it's been a week. And
Yeah.
granted, there's been less activity since that's gone down, but we still really don't know what happened. We don't know
Now,
we don't know if the strikes were successful. We don't know. We don't. All we know is there hadn't been many casualties. There hadn't been that many fatalities as a result of the bombings. But
no,
that's
I
where
don't
I
even
get
think there
confused.
was any. I haven't heard
Yeah,
of a single reported injury, let alone
right.
casualty or anything like that. So it's like, it's weird because, and this what to be honest, this is what I hate about not being able to trust the government. especially this administration that we have in here now, because you can say one thing and then it switches up, then it switches. It's been like back and forth, so you just don't know what's going on. So like with
Right.
the bombing, you say we hit all these, it's destroyed beyond repair. It's gonna set them back decades and shit like that, and then we get I don't even know where this report came, but I saw it. I think CNN posted it or something like that. About there wasn't any. I don't know. I'm seeing pictures and everything of saying,
Hmm.
"Hey, this is before, this is after." And you're like, think of what did you do? You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
I've read, and this is all. I'm just not everybody listening. I don't go based off of something I've seen on social media. I go based off an article I read from a legitimate source. Now I can't
Hmm.
always tell you and remember which article I read it from, but just know I read it from an actual article and not just like a headline on an Instagram post or some shit like that.
Right.
But I read that they had, I think this was CNN again too, that Iran actually even had time to go in there and they try to cement up some of the entries and shit to trying to lessen the blow a little bit on certain things,
Hmm.
and that they didn't really knock shit down. Like they didn't destroy much. That what's it say? They set them back months
Yeah.
compared to decades, and you
Right.
know how everything is with Trump. So it makes it hard because he's a master of exaggerating shit. It's just that's what he does. Any kind of storyteller type person like him, they're good at speaking because they know how to exaggerate shit to the fullest to get you bought in
Mhm.
on this story. That's how he sells you. So it's
Right.
like he's gonna sell the shit out of this. Like, oh, I'm the greatest, I'm the badass. You know what I'm saying? He posting
Hmm.
all kinds of crazy videos and shit. That motherfucker, we was talking about it in the group chat. This motherfucker went on tour after that shit. Like, y'all seen
Yeah.
that shit? Like,
Yeah.
oh
Oh
man, that
yeah.
shit was crazy, man. But
Yeah,
it's
man.
like with that, the whole thing was confusing because I'll tell you what the most confusing part was. So I'm like, okay, we bombed them. And this is before even how bad was the bombing conversation even came up. Then we get the alert. Okay, they're trying to hit our base in Qatar, and I'm like, oh
Hmm.
shit. Like most
Yeah.
Americans, that's when shit hits. You ain't gonna lie, man. Some thunder just happening. That shit sounded like a
Yeah.
bomb. God
Yeah.
damn. Um,
Yeah.
I was like, shit, we done spoke it up. Uh,
Yeah.
but nah, so yeah, we bombed them, and then we get the notification that they're trying to bomb Qatar, and then it's
Right.
like we had a 40-minute heads up. I'm like, that's a lot
Yeah.
of goddamn time for
Man,
somebody that's
40
trying to
minutes.
bomb you to get a
That's
heads
how long
up.
it takes when you get to work.
Yeah, come on. It's like, damn. I'm like, why would we get a heads up, and why would? Because I seen even Trump post that they gave us a heads up. I'm like, why would they give
Yeah.
us a heads up that they're bombing us? That don't make
Yeah.
sense.
Nope.
Yeah,
None
like
at all.
that doesn't make sense. And then he even posted something afterwards that kind of lets me know that he is fluffing shit up a bit. Cause he mentioned something in one of his True Social posts about kind of giving them a heads up too that he was gonna
Hmm.
bomb them. He said that they knew about it, that they
Yeah.
knew that they was gonna bomb. So it seemed like there was like some secret agreement. Hey, all right, well, I'll let you do this for image to show face or whatever, and
Yeah.
then everything switches up. And I'm like, what in the who's
Hmm.
agreeing just to bomb each other? Like, hey, bro, I'm gonna bomb you, you bomb me back. What are we
Right.
doing here, bro?
Right. So is that not a tremendous waste of money?
That's I couldn't, man. When I heard about, and me and this person I was telling you about, they were telling me about how those B-2 bombers would have got there.
Right.
Like he explained
That's a
it
whole
to
lot.
me in
Yeah.
exactly. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah. I was like, damn. I'm like, I can't even imagine how much resources that took to pull that off. And Trump's
Right.
over here flexing. Oh, we got this B-2 bomber. We doing all this. We fucked them
Yeah.
up. Yada 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 yada. And it's like, nigga, you put a little dent in there, dog, and we done cost us
Yeah.
all this money to go do that, and we didn't really do much of anything.
No. No.
And you put people at risk, man. You put our people at risk, our
Right.
citizens, man, our people. Like what? And you
Yeah.
costing us money. Shit.
I thought we was trying to save money. I thought we were trying to be the government that's gonna fix all the fraud, fix all
Yeah.
the all the things we've done wrong, all the bad spending, all the frivolous spending. I thought that we were gonna be done with that. Now they're out here playing war games and whatnot.
You can't.
I mean, I was like, are these guys? You remember that game Battleship?
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know.
That's all it
Yeah,
is. Yep.
yeah. It's like these dudes are out here playing Battleship with real people, real bombs,
Hmm.
and real activities. Because since when is and granted I'm not a war veteran. I don't know how all this plays out, but I can't imagine a scenario where somebody's calling them and saying, "Hey, I'm gonna bomb you in about 45 minutes, man.
Yeah, get
And
your
then I
peoples.
can't imagine a scenario where they're like, well, yeah, we're gonna bomb you on Monday. We'll call you and let you know about 30, 45 minutes
Yeah.
ahead of time so you can get your shit together. So I was like, so why would they call and say we're gonna bomb your base and give them a 40-minute heads up,
Mm-hmm.
and we would just be okay with that? Like, granted, I understand you get everybody out and whatnot, but y'all literally just gonna let them destroy a base and
Dog.
move on like ain't nothing. Like, that whole scenario just confused the shit out of me because I was like, what kind
Mm-hmm.
of war? What kind of war is this? Because, like I said, I'm not a war general, but I promise you, if I'm in charge and I'm getting ready to send bombs to you, I'm not gonna call you and tell you. I'm just gonna bomb the shit out of you,
Oh
and
yeah.
that's how it's gonna be. And I don't know. All this shit is just all weird. It's like it's all a big production,
It
so to
is,
say.
man. Because think about it, we know Trump. Trump's got a crazy ego problem. So
Yeah,
imagine if a country really did try to bomb a base, and even if we intercepted it or not, he ain't letting that shit slide.
that exactly,
What?
exactly. Like,
That
there's no
shit ain't
way.
sliding, boy. You gonna come
Yeah,
out there and fucking smoke your ass. That's one
yeah,
thing I've always said about Trump. And I used to talk about it on another show about Biden and Trump. I said the one thing about Trump is we are going to look strong as fuck internationally. That's one thing Trump's
yeah.
gonna do, especially compared to Joe Biden. I'm like, we look like bitches right now under Biden. I said Trump gonna have us fucking smacking the shit out of people. That's just how it's going. That's how he
Yeah,
is. I'm
yeah.
not. I'm not mad at you. Make
I
our,
mean,
make the U.S. look strong and put that fear back in people. Like, hey, don't fuck with us because we're
right,
strong. So I
right,
know if somebody really did try something on us like that, and again, even if we intercepted every missile and nobody got hurt, we gonna fucking smoke the shit out of your country after some shit
right.
like that quickly.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, it would have been immediate. He'd have went over there and dropped so many fucking bombs on there. It would have been crazy.
oh
Like,
yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Exactly. I think in those scenarios we get more. Like if it wasn't a production, because I'm just gonna call it a production. I'm just gonna
mm-hmm.
call it a production for now. But if it wasn't a production, we would have got the Trump that we saw on Monday or Tuesday when he was walking to the helicopter and he said both these countries don't know what the fuck
Know what
they're
the fuck
doing.
they do?
Like, you knew then, all right, he's pissed off right now because shit ain't
Mm-hmm.
going the way he thought it was gonna go. And all that other shit was, like I said, all that other shit was a production. But to add to what you were saying, if we get that Trump where he's out here cussing out other countries on the news, that's gonna be the Trump we're gonna get if some shit pops off and he wasn't aware
Oh
of it
yeah.
and didn't
Oh
know
yeah.
that it was supposed to go down like that. You
Yeah.
know,
If it was a
there's certain
surprise,
people.
oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You're not gonna surprise that man and not have some repercussions.
Yeah, ain't
And
gonna be no cool collected Trump on there. He gonna now it might be
no,
after he done smoked your ass and he doing another victory lap on you.
right,
But
right, right.
other than that, hell nah, boy, man,
No,
shit. So all right, so we at this point now to where we're like, all right, the fuck is going on? Like after that, and I'm like, I'm so starts off fear. I'm like, oh fuck, we about to get
yeah,
into some shit. We might, we're gonna send. So my first thought is, fuck, we're gonna have to send soldiers. People gonna die. Americans
yeah,
gonna die. I hate that shit.
yeah,
And then he
yeah.
comes out and he says, "Oh yeah, we already knew there's no casualties. We had 40-minute warning." I'm like, now I'm just like, okay, that don't make any kind of sense.
Yeah. Can
And
you
then,
imagine if there'd have been casualties with that 40-minute warning? Like,
oh
how
my
you
god,
get a 40-minute warning and y'all still got somebody
yeah,
that
that's
gets caught
stupid.
up in it?
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah. I was like, come on,
And that's
man,
why I
don't
thought
do
of that, again, even to your point of casualties and shit. So you telling me we bomb Iran and there ain't a single motherfucker working at none of these sites that we just fucking smoke, and it's your top nuclear
yeah.
sites, and ain't nobody there?
So I was gonna say, so I read something, and to add goes back to what you said. I can't remember where I read it, but I read that the folks in Iran they felt like they were going to be attacked based on the way Trump was talking leading up to everything. And I don't know how true it is on their part, and I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
they really got some kind of advance notice. But everything I was seeing was saying that they were able to move some of that uranium out
Mm-hmm.
of those sites before they got hit because they knew that he was coming for the sites based on the conversations that him and Bibi were having,
Mm-hmm.
over across the table. I'll say they were talking across the table. So they got some of that shit out of there. So if they got that shit out of there, there's no way we set them back.
Hell no.
Then the following day, I'm reading reports that we done killed some of their scientists and whatnot, and that's how we set them back. But the scientists weren't part of the blast. That's probably some special forces shit that they done or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. It's like so. I would assume that in these situations there is some things involved with the special forces that we're not going to know
Oh
about. That
yeah,
we're
for
never
sure.
going to know
There's
about.
definitely gonna be some shit we not gonna know about,
Yeah.
regardless.
And
Mm-hmm.
so we're gonna find that out after the fact. So if they were able to get in there and do some things with the special forces to get to some of their top nuclear scientists, I can see how we would set them back if we could set them back if that was something that actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
But whether or not that actually happened remains to be seen. And either way it goes, as good as nuclear scientists are, I'm sure Iran has got some more weight
That's
in
what
the
I'm
cut
saying. Like
to
that
take
ain't a
their spot.
setback. That's a next man up kind of thing
Yeah,
right there.
yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
it's the information we keep getting
It's
it's
so
to me it's all a
conflicted,
smoke
man.
screen. Yeah,
It
it's
is,
all
man.
a smoke screen. Pete. I can't pronounce his last name. What Hegseth?
Hexeth, yeah.
Yeah, Hegseth. So I know he gets up and has his rants and
That
whatnot.
was fucking
And
clown.
yeah, man. I mean, he does a good job getting his points off and whatever and whatnot and all that other stuff. But you can't believe a word that he says.
You can't
You
believe
know,
none of it.
I feel like he's just a mouthpiece for Trump. I feel like he's gonna get out there and give us the behavior that we will be getting from Trump.
Oh yeah.
I feel like what's happening behind closed doors with them. Pete's going out and he's like, "Look, I got you. I'll take care of this."
That's all
And
it
then
is.
he
Think about
spits out that message.
all the people that Trump hired that don't qualify for the jobs they're in, like Hexeth. He hired them because they're yes men. That's all he
Yes,
wants. The people to come out there, yes, we'll do whatever you say. I got you. Yep, yep, yep. And I'll go along with this stupid ass rhetoric that you're going on.
yeah,
Um, that's what it is. That's how Trump likes it. He don't want nobody pushing back. Look, he's ego driven. Why would he want to have people around him that's gonna push back on his ideas? Hell no.
yeah, right.
He don't
Yeah,
want no shit like that. And hell no, you
yeah,
better agree with everything he fucking says, or you gone. Look at Musk. Get your ass up out of here, boy.
yeah. Man, we ain't heard
Shit.
from him in a couple weeks, have we?
Man, the last thing I heard is he taking off hashtags from X.
Yeah, I
That
saw that today.
is the
Yeah, I saw
last
that.
thing I heard, man.
Like,
Um,
yeah, it's like
yeah, I
they
don't
broke
know.
that man.
Yeah, they broke him. Fuck him. But
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. It's been so many conflicting reports. You see, I hate this relationship between media and our government and stuff because it's
it's
almost
bad.
it feels like middle school kid shit. It's just a bunch of name calling and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what are we doing? Like this to me, there's nothing productive or mature being done here. It's just a bunch of little kid shit, and
Mhm.
it's I hate when any kind of meeting starts off. Well, the left wants you to think, motherfucker, just talk to us like people, dog. Like
Yes,
I don't want to hear about no other political affiliation or nothing. Tell me what's going
right.
on with this country. I don't need to hear nothing about the left wants you to think. Tell me what is going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah,
want to hear nothing else. Just give me
yeah.
facts. That's all I
Oh,
care
yeah.
about. And we don't get that shit. And the shit
No,
that they put out that is facts gets shown to be not factual at all. And it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to believe? And it's like, that's why I told y'all listening, man. We don't know. This shit is still gonna be confusing as fuck because we still don't know what's
right.
happening here, man.
Yeah,
We just don't know. We're not
right.
gonna fully know. It's
I'm in
just
America getting my news from BBC
yeah.
because I
Come
can't
on,
trust
you
nobody in
have
America to
to.
tell me
That's
what's
funny.
going on. BBC's gonna shoot it straight, but it's
They
like
are.
I shouldn't
They
have to go to England to figure out what the
no.
fuck's going on in America.
That's facts though, man. But that's true, man. Because you gotta get that unbiased, uncorrupted news
Yeah,
source on our own damn country, man. That shit is crazy, dog.
crazy. It's
It
crazy.
is
Don't make
crazy.
no sense.
So, like, even today, there's a development. So, all right, we got all the bombs and shit out of the way.
Right.
Now we move to, and I actually, I was like, you know what? I give him credit. I was like, if we got this ceasefire, he posted, we got a ceasefire, we're good. I'm like, damn, you know what? Maybe the crazy son of a bitch was right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he knew something we ain't know. He did something that ain't nobody else been able to do. And then next thing you know, you start seeing him cussing out reporters and shit. And he's, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I thought there was a ceasefire. And then like,
Yeah.
so now it's like, oh, it is on. And it's like, it ain't on. They violated the shit. And no, they violated. No, it's back on again. And then what's the name of, God, what's the dude's name? I don't know. I ain't gonna say prime minister. I don't know his the name of the role of the dude in Iran. That
Oh yeah.
I can't think of his name right now.
I know
But
you.
he came
I
out
know you.
today.
The supreme leader.
Yeah, the supreme leader. Yeah, it is. That's the name of the position. So
Yeah.
he had like a pre-recorded video that came out, pretty much talking about like he don't know what the fuck going on with none of these niggas are saying right now.
Yeah.
And he like, yeah, Trump threw some little cute ass missiles, ain't do
Yeah.
shit and all that. I'm like, I'm like, when Trump's sitting here saying that y'all are all homeboys and y'all good now, you saying fuck that nigga that is still on
Yeah,
sight when I see you. So it's
yeah,
like, I'm like, shit, I don't know what is going on. It feels like
no,
we still right back to where we just bombed and we don't know what's about to happen next. Because
right,
we
right,
don't.
right, right.
There's nothing
No, we
settled
really
or
don't.
agreed upon. It's gone. It's been at least 3 occasions where I've seen there's a ceasefire. Iran says Israel violated the ceasefire. Israel says Iran violated. They done killed a
Yeah,
couple people on each side already. I'm like, God
yeah,
damn. Then it's like, okay, we're good. We're good. Then Trump's mad as fuck. And then it's like, oh no, we're good again. You know. Then
yeah,
I see this video. No, we not good. I'm like,
yeah.
the shit is exhausting, man. And all honestly,
That's
man,
the word.
mentally, it is hard, dog, to keep up with all this shit. Because you want to, like I said, man, you want to be able to stick with an emotion and feel it. Like, if you bombing us and shit, like, I was prepared, like, you know what? I'm nervous. And then you
Hmm.
just flip me back from, you do extreme flips on emotions like that. It's like, I
Yeah,
don't give a fuck. After that point, it's like, I don't even give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And it's
yeah,
not
yeah,
some,
oh,
this is
yeah.
some serious shit. And we at the
It
point that
really
we're
is.
like, I don't give a fuck about war right now because it's been flip flop so much. I could give a damn about this shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. We got guys at work that are daily, damn near daily, looking at the draft rules because folks want to know if they're gonna get drafted. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
shit.
when they start talking about that, it's like, well, shit. My youngest son's 25, getting ready to turn 26. It's like, shit. I'll be pissed off if he gets
Oh,
drafted.
hell yeah.
And so every day I'm always looking to see, has the draft been reinstated? And it's like, no, it ain't been reinstated. Doesn't mean it won't be, but for now it hadn't been. It's like, all right, so I'm cool. As long as there ain't no draft,
Uh-huh.
I'll probably be all right. But shit, once the draft can, if they start drafting Americans to go fight, my emotions are gonna go from 0 to 100, and they're gonna do it. Or it's gonna be a complete 180 from where I'm at right now.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I'd say right now I'm all right because I really don't have anybody that's truly affected by it.
Mm-hmm.
But if it gets to the point to where people I know are affected by it, that's gonna bother the fuck out of me because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like this is not a war we need to be in. This is not a war we need to be fighting. This is not a this is it's just pointless. And
It's another
I don't
Iraq
want to be
war,
in a
man.
situation where we're fighting a war over somebody else's egos and all that other bullshit, man. It's like we're supposed to be better than that. We're supposed to go to war for real shit, not for no shit like that. And I hate
Oh,
to have
yeah.
the mindset that it's like I wish they would just fight already, because that's the mindset you get when
Mm-hmm.
growing
Get
up here
that
in
shit
America.
out the way. Yeah.
When two folks are gonna fight, it's like, man, go and throw down. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
like,
Get
but
that shit over with. Move on. Yep.
yeah, yeah. But now it's like shit. I don't want to see that shit happen because I just don't want to see no shit like in a draft
Yeah, I'm just,
being
man.
reinstated and
Yeah,
whatnot.
I don't want to see that happen. I'm tired of seeing innocent people dying in different countries and shit like that. It's sickening, man. And one thing I
Hmm.
did say, now I did see this on an Instagram post, just to let y'all know. I did show where it showed all these leaders and their ages, and it's like these motherfuckers ain't gonna be here in 15 years, but
Hmm.
we gonna be the ones here living with all the shit they just caused. You know what I
Yeah, yeah,
mean? And that's the
yeah.
thing. That's the
Absolutely.
selfish thing about it. You putting us in wars that you might not even be able to see finish because of
Yeah,
your age. But you're gonna
yeah.
have kids and families and shit dying because of what? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times these
Right.
people don't even remember why they're fighting anymore. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's just dumb
What was
shit.
what was the whole purpose of attacking Iran? Just because they're trying to develop nuclear weapons. That's pretty much the basis of it,
That
right?
is always the basis of it. And did we talk about it last episode, that John Stewart?
A little bit, because I remember. I swear, I think I remember saying we shouldn't be out here being the world police for everybody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And we talk
yeah.
about all the different countries that have nuclear weapons. Like we gonna tell Iran, y'all can't have no weapons. We don't say shit to Russia. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
come
It's
on.
like I'm scared of Russia when they're nuclear. I ain't worried about Iran, but Russia, shit,
Hmm.
that's who we need to be go checking. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
if we gonna check somebody,
And Netanyahu has been on. John Stewart was showing that shit where, like, man, since like 2012 or some shit, he been saying, in the next few weeks they're gonna have. Man, that was a funny ass episode. He's like, in the next few weeks they're gonna have everything they need to have nukes or whatever. And he was like, that was 2012. In 2016, he was like, Iran is months away from having this. And it's like, fam,
yeah.
you've been saying this shit for almost 20 years. Every
Mm-mm.
20 for 20 years they've been weeks and months away from having a full grown nuke ready to smack some people. So it's like,
Right,
come
right.
on, you making up shit, man. This gives me weapons of mass destruction vibe. You just
Yeah,
finding a
man.
reason to come here and smoke them, and you want us to come help. And I'm probably just my conspiracy and thoughts of it is you've talked this billionaire Trump into money. Oh,
Yeah,
we smoke Iran. We can take over that oil. I can have that Gaza
yeah,
Strip. I can,
yeah,
I can set up all this shit. And I'm like, that's not, you set me up good business wise. Come
yeah.
on, man. To me, it's like you playing in my face, man. And with
Right,
people's lives over
right.
money. But
Yeah,
that's how we always get to these places, man. It's always about greed.
yeah,
Greed, ego, all that shit leads to this dumb, senseless murders and stupid
hmm,
shit. And the people that have nothing to do with it are the ones that have to pay for it.
yep, yep. You're right. Yeah, I saw a graph the other day, and I'm going off memory because it was one of those live interactive graphs, and
Mm-hmm.
it was showing the different countries and how much oil they produced, and the graph started in like 1960s, and it goes all the way up to present time. And in present time, Iran is a top 5 producer of oil in the
Oh yeah.
world as we speak today. So, granted, again, this is the Clearly Confused podcast, but one thing I
Mm-hmm.
can't say, if there's oil over there, don't
Oh
be
yeah.
surprised if we say they got weapons of mass destruction
Oh
and we
for
go in
sure.
there to liberate those
Mm-hmm.
weapons of mass destruction.
That's what they always say.
Gonna be what's
History
gonna be.
repeats itself, man.
Ah, yeah.
So as we wrap this up, because right now we're just left with we don't know. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Today brought new
Right.
information. We'll see what
Yeah.
tomorrow is. Next episode, maybe we'll have a little bit more. Hopefully, we ain't in war by next episode. But shit,
You know what
who
I'm saying?
knows anymore? But
Right.
what's our takeaways from this? And I'll kick us off on this one going first. So
All right, go for it.
my takeaway is really just quit putting ourselves in stupid shit. Stop trusting. At this point, I feel like majority of Americans should not trust our government at this point. And it doesn't really
Hmm.
matter which side of the fence you're on. I think you should just not trust it. And it's hard to say go out there and find out your own information, but like shit, like what did we do to Iran? Really, that's not shit a common person is gonna be able to figure out. So
Right.
my main takeaway from all this is try not to worry about it no more. There's nothing. I know it's a back and forth ping pong on what the fuck is going on in the world. We can't control all of it. And we just gonna stress ourselves the hell out trying to figure this
Yeah.
shit out because the people are smartest and brightest can't figure this shit out. So
Hmm.
what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So it's
Right.
like pay attention to what's going on because you never know. Like when I seen the bomb and that shit, it's like, all right, do I need to stock up on fill my gas up? Do I need to go, get food and shit just in case? You
Yeah.
just gotta be prepared, man. You never know what's gonna happen if there's gonna be, especially if you live in like major cities or something. You see
Oh yeah.
terrorist attacks and shit, man. We don't know. So I will say, be aware, but try not to lock in too much on this shit because this shit, like you said, it's a production at this point, man. We just watching
Yeah.
a damn movie.
Hmm. Yeah.
What you
Yeah.
got,
Yeah.
man? What's your takeaway on this?
I really can't add anything different to your takeaway. I
Mm-hmm.
will say that on Monday I filled up both cars.
Oh yeah.
Well, on Monday I filled up my car Monday. I get my gas in Harrisburg, but it went up 20 cents in Lexington shortly after all this happened. It's 309 right now in Lexington, but I can get in Harrisburg for 284,
Mm.
279. So I took my car and filled it up on Monday when I got off work, and I took my wife's car on Tuesday and filled her car up. So because we don't know what's going to happen, and,
You
and the
don't.
last thing I want to do is wake up tomorrow morning and gas is $5 a gallon. I mean,
Hell
shit
yeah.
like that could really happen. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's like we really don't know, and it's like you said, man. We got to pay attention, try to find out what's really going on, what's really real, and what's really ain't. But like you said, man, we can't let it stress us out. It's all a production right now.
Mm-hmm.
When it gets real, I have a feeling we'll know that it's real. But right now, at the time, it's not feeling as real to me as I thought it was at
And not
first. So
anymore. Yeah, at first
yeah,
it was.
yeah,
Now like this is a game. Yeah, I'm with you.
yeah, man, yeah, and it's you hate to see it, but this is the world we live in right now. So
Mm-hmm.
stay vigilant and make sure your info is as good as the info you can get.
Oh yeah.
BBC. And yeah,
Really
yeah,
use
news
reliable
network.
sources, man.
Yeah,
Don't just use reliable sources. That's all I can say. Don't get your information off a headline. I know we probably said that every episode we've done, but don't get your information off a damn headline because you just don't
right.
know. Click on that shit or make sure it's a verifiable one. And if you don't know if it's verifiable or not, shit, get on ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT if the
I
shit
was going to say the same thing.
is a real website or not. I've done that shit with a watch website. I was like, man, I ain't never heard of this shit. Chat GPT, and it was like, based on all this, it looks like a legitimate shit. I'm like, all right, don't you
All
fuck
right.
me.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna have a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nah, it's yeah, that's good. That's good. But yeah, let's see, man. Let's go ahead and jump into some real talk or clickbait.
All right.
Got an interesting one today. So here's kind of the headline for it. AI will revolutionize human aspects of life faster than anything we have seen in life. Pete Buttigieg says it needs to be addressed politically as it will rival the transformation from the Enlightenment and Industrial Revolution. So, is that real talk? Clickbait to my man Jason. What you feeling
Hey
on this
man,
one?
I'm coming off the top rope, man. That is real talk, 100% real talk.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because I remember, I guess it was probably about a week ago, we was talking about something. I sent you that text, and I was like, yeah, I still think the robots are gonna take over.
Yeah.
Man, so I've been very reluctant to jump into AI because of that belief, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
know how real it is. Maybe I've watched too much Age of Ultron and other science fiction movies, but I have a hard time believing that you can give these kind of control to these computers, turn them into supercomputers, turn them into damn near human-like computers, and at some point they don't be like, you know what, man, we don't need these motherfuckers, man.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need them, and they'll figure some shit out, and then we got RoboCop going on,
Hey, it's
and
scary, man.
yeah, and there was another show on Hulu called The Class of '09 or something like that, and it was showing how the government was using AI to control the population.
Mm.
And when I watch all these AI companies get involved with the government, that's the first thing that pops in my head is like, look, if the government is going to use AI to control us, then we lost, man. The game's over.
Oh yeah.
And the game's going to be over because if they're able to control it and control what it does and how it acts and how it performs, then shit, we're just going to be out here playing with it and we're really
Oh
not
hell
going to
yeah.
know what's really going on because it's not going to tell us. It's just going to happen. So when Pete says that, and I can't, man, I hate pronouncing his last name. I'm gonna call him PDB.
Booty
But
judge.
yeah, Booty Judge. Say it again.
Booty judge.
Booty Judge. All right. I probably
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't say it with booty on there, but uh,
I always think it's
but
funny that the gay man got butt in his last name.
you know what I'm saying, man? It's like, man, the jokes write themselves
Yeah, I
sometimes,
know,
man.
man. I was like, I know he had
They
a
write
tough time,
themselves.
and he's from Ohio. I'm like, damn,
You
they.
know what I'm saying, man? At heart, I'm a 12-year-old who's gonna laugh at
Yeah,
shit like that.
exactly.
If it pisses you off, I apologize
Yep.
beforehand. But
Yeah, I'm with you.
sometimes I'm just a little kid and shit like that's gonna make me laugh.
But I've
But
heard he came on Breakfast Club, so I've heard Charlemagne the guy call him out on that butt, and he's lighthearted about it. He knows.
yeah, yeah,
He ain't no dummy.
But I would hope so at this point, man. I
Yeah,
would
you
hope so.
better be shit.
Yeah, man, you better have some thick skin, man, because I know how shit can be in high school.
Hmm.
But but he's right though. If we don't get a good hold on this before it's too late, if it already ain't too late. Personally, I think it's too late myself, so I'm just gonna jump into AI and enjoy it while I can. But shit's gonna get out of control, and we're not gonna recognize what we're looking at in 3 to 5 years easily, And that's just my opinion. But I think people underestimate how fast these computers can move and compute and do what they need to do to get what we need them to do. I mean, it's because I just started. When we started the podcast, you talked to me about Chat GPT and whatnot, and I was like, yeah, that's cool and whatnot. I really hadn't fooled with it. Once I started fooling with it, man, that shit is tight as hell, man. I don't care what anybody says. And
Yeah.
I feel conflicted because I'm scared of AI, but I love Chat GPT, man. The fact that I can give it a nickname and be like, hey, yo, G, what's up, man? I got a question. And he's going to be like, hey, what's up, fam? What you got? That
Yep.
shit, That shit is tight as hell to me. And it's like, man, how can you not like it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I got
It, it-
conflicting emotions on it and whatnot. But for now, like I said, I'm just gonna jump in and enjoy it while I can because I mean, who the
we
sky's the
don't
limit
know.
with it as far
Yeah.
as I can see. Yeah,
And I'm kind
yeah.
of
How
I'm
you
kind of
feeling about
with
it?
you on this one. I'm thinking it's real talk as well too. And the one thing I think a lot of people don't understand is the technologies and shit that we have like currently, even with this AI shit. This shit is actually very old technology. The government and shit like that has had all this technology for probably like 20, 30 years already. You know what I'm
That is true.
saying? They
That
probably
is
had
true.
Chat GPT 30 years ago, and we're just now getting that version of it. That's how we get a lot of our technology is from government experiments and shit like that. That they figured
That
this
is
out. I'm like, oh, you can use this for that as well too. But we're using this for a nuke. But you know what? It could also make a good cell phone or something. You know what I'm saying?
true. Yeah,
So
yeah,
this
yeah.
AI shit is probably a whole lot deeper than what we're seeing at surface level.
Hmm.
Like Chat GPT and shit. Like, oh, because like at first I'm like, you know what? It's advanced, but you're just like, it ain't doing that much. And like I've told you, it's been wrong. I've called it out on being wrong. I'm like, no, it's not
Right.
the right information. And I actually saw this week, I can't remember if it was the CEO or the founder of OpenAI
Hmm.
that pretty much told us don't trust all this shit that you see on Chat GPT or any of these AI shits. He's like, that's not 100% accurate. And people fail to listen to shit like this, man. And it
Hmm.
makes me mad because we don't listen to what people tell us. And you're like, oh, he's just saying that. The motherfucker's giving you the warning already. The person that founded it, run it, or whatever he is, done said, don't trust this shit. Like, use it as a resource, but you cannot hold everything that comes out of it as truth. You know what I mean?
Right.
That is
Oh
my
yeah.
always been my fear with AI. Is that people are just gonna cold heartedly rely on it. You know what I'm saying? Just go all in. Whatever it says, they're taking it as truth. That's their new God right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
No pushback on nothing. For me, when I use any kind of AI service or anything like that, you are there just like Google is there for me as a resource. You know what I'm
That's how I've been
saying?
using it. Yeah.
I don't believe everything that pops up on Google. I'll keep searching, keep searching. The thing I love about ChatGPT is that it can do a lot of that searching on shit for me. Like I was
Yeah.
telling you about it, finding perfect flights for me and shit like that. It has a
Right.
good purpose if you use it correctly. But that's what anything. We abuse the shit out of everything. Like we can get super
Oh yeah.
addicted to our phones if we want to, or we can use
Hmm.
it at the bare minimum that we needed to use it for and not get fully addicted to it.
Right.
But I get so worried about that. And some of the main kind of pushback that I kind of saw in regards to this is that one, AI generated misinformation is already influencing our public opinion, which
Man,
I feel like we can all kind of see that. There's been a lot of fake ass videos, and these videos are getting good.
they are getting good.
They're getting good, man. I'm like, some of them, I'm like, shit, is that really him? Like, God, it's hard to
Yeah.
tell, and that's almost getting scary at the
Yeah,
same
man.
time. Um,
Oh yeah.
so we're getting a ton of misinformation. Like I said, I found misinformation on damn Chat GPT and shit. Like again, I know, so it doesn't. I wasn't like shocked that it gave me wrong information, but it, that reassured me. Hey, double check everything. You know what I'm saying? Don't just take it.
Hmm.
And the one thing I do like about it is that it will show you where it got its sources from. And I found
Hmm.
on there, hell, I think it was on there earlier, and I'm like, what the hell did you get this bullshit from? This news article looks stupid as hell. So I'm like, you can't trust everything. It's going to pull information, and I don't think it's like intentionally trying to lie to you or anything, but think about all the information it's going through. A lot of that shit is fake information.
Yeah.
And that's what scares me is that this AI is using different kinds of, you don't know what is training it, as I should say.
Hmm.
So we could, if you have a government that's feeding, like, think about, imagine if Florida created some AI shit. All that critical race theory, they throwing out all these books and shit like that. So the Chat
Hmm.
GPT don't even know about a lot of this shit that's truth because whoever created it said that ain't truth. I'm gonna put my own truth in here. So when people start using it, they only gonna see the truths that I want them to see. That's what
Right.
scares me about it not being regulated and shit like that, and the
Yeah. Oh yeah.
control, and it's just scary, man. It's that part of it really scares me is the misinformation because we're already in a fucked up world of misinformation on social media
Oh
constantly.
yeah.
So that makes
Oh
it
yeah.
just double times worse. And I know how lazy, especially us as Americans, get to where we don't want to do
Hmm.
research. So it's just like, ChatGPT, tell me what I need to think today. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're gonna get into that. Let me see. The next main issue that was pointed out is automation is threatening entire sectors of the workforce, which that is clear as fuck, like crazy.
Yeah.
A
And
lot of these companies are laying
that's
off.
another thing that started about 20 years ago as well. And we're deep off into automation at
Oh
this
yeah,
point. Once, like I said, once they start incorporating or implementing AI into the automation network for places that haven't done it already, shh, uh, I don't know.
and
Hate
that
to see it, man. Hate to see how it's going to play out. Because I think, in my opinion, it's going to hit the white collar jobs before it's going to hit the blue collar jobs
hmm
first. And I think that's just the way it's going to. I just think that's the way it's going to be. It's going to be easier to replace an engineer with a computer than it's going to be to
oh yeah,
replace a mechanic. Even though that mechanic's probably going to get replaced at some point as well. But
because those are two different things. You're gonna have for something like
yeah,
that. That's gonna need AI, robots, mechanics, everything
yeah.
involved. Versus just creating a design and shit. Shit, AI gonna do all that shit quick for you.
Oh yeah. Hey, I mean, you already have a lot of mechanics at work, and like car mechanics, things of that
hmm
nature. A lot of folks are using YouTube already to fix stuff. You know, how do I fix? I'll watch a YouTube video on how I can fix this, and they're doing that while they're
Did
at
you see
work.
that dentist that just got arrested?
No,
I
shoot,
shouldn't even
what
call him a
happened there?
dentist because he's not a dentist. He was faking as a dentist, getting on videos on YouTube and shit. And I think he said he made like $250,000 or something like that while doing it. Could
That's
imagine
crazy.
that. Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna be at, man. But
Yeah,
if
yeah. I
that,
mean, if folks are using YouTube videos to be dentists, and what you gonna do when ChatGPT is like, here, man, I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to do to fix it. You
mm-hmm.
just listen to me, and then I'll fix it. Cut out the middleman. You're not gonna need an engineer. And
Because you know it's gonna get
ChatGPT
to the
ain't.
point where it's gonna use your glass. Well, shit, I got the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, so
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit
yeah.
will, man. I can look at a building and be like, "Hey, man, what is this?" And it'll give me the whole fucking history on the building and shit. What flower am I looking at? I did that shit hiking. I was like, "What the hell is this?" My kid was like, "What is this girl?" I'm like, "Shit, I don't know." I said, "Meta, what is this?" Man, the thing took a little picture of it and it was like, "Oh, you looking at the flappa flappa flower?" I'm like, "Oh shit."
Damn.
Man, even I kid you not, the craziest shit, and it just happened in a new update was the with the language, the translator. So
Okay.
it has live translation on there now. Now this is a fucking huge game changer. And I
Yeah.
tested it out. So what I did was I went to Spanish mode
Okay.
and I pulled up on YouTube a Telemundo little clip.
Okay.
And I hit play on it, like 30-second clip. And while they're talking in Spanish, that shit is spelling everything out for me on what they're saying. Now you got to use your app on the phone too,
Okay.
because I can type a response and just hit the play button and it says it back to them in Spanish. So you can have a whole
Wow.
conversation with somebody. There ain't even no point in learning another language. This shit gonna translate it for me
Right.
live. And that shit was good. I was like, damn, dog. I wasn't
Mm-mm.
expecting this, but that's where it
Man.
is. I get a little hung up on the automation part because I'm like, it's perfect. I'm like, AI could make shit, especially automation and shit like that. It can make processes so much easier, so much more efficient. That's the engineer brain I got, just making shit more efficient and smooth. But then it's
Right.
like, fuck, what comes with that? People gonna lose jobs. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? People gonna be hurting, and I mean, look at all these companies now laying off, and they're not even hiding no more. They're like, yeah, we're going AI.
Yeah.
Shit, company I work for uses a shitload of AI. Now they ain't letting nobody go because of it, but shit, it don't mean it ain't on the horizon. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. Right.
But
It's still the beginning stages of it for
yeah,
us.
it's so it makes it scary. Let me see. The last kind of main worry that I saw on this was that AI tools are shaping how children learn, how art is
Yeah.
made, and how decisions are justified. Now, this I just heard from a different podcast, so I don't have any like source information on it. But I did hear about some countries testing. I want to say it was the podcast mentioned there was, I want to say, somewhere in China where they're
Mm-hmm.
testing AI teaching the kids. And
Okay.
even with that, it's another conflicting one for me because I'm like, that's scary as shit because I don't know what you're teaching it, but that applies now with humans. I don't know what the hell you could be teaching my kid right now because I'm not in the
Hmm. We
classroom
know.
every day. You know what
We
I'm
know what they're
saying?
not teaching. Yeah,
Yeah,
we know what they're not
exactly.
teaching.
So it's like I don't know. Now with AI, it might be able to give you a whole report of the whole transcript of what happened for the day, and you'll know 100% what the hell it said. But
I didn't
I
even think
think,
about that
yeah.
aspect.
But the good thing that I see if we did get to the point to where I wouldn't want AI to replace teachers because kids need a human factor. They need that parent feel, and you're not gonna get that from a fucking robot. But when it comes to certain kids, because kids learn differently, so if AI knows that you have a hard problem learning something this way, and it can tell how you need to learn it, I
Hmm.
think that's gonna make kids a whole lot smarter because we try
I
to
think so
teach
too.
kids one standard way of learning, and clearly it ain't working. You know what I mean? So
Oh
that
yeah.
could make kids more advanced because it's gonna go to it's gonna meet you at your level, and it's gonna know what it's gonna take to keep pushing you up. So I'm conflicted as
Hmm.
fuck on that, man. I'm good with it.
Right.
I'm good with incorporating it in schools if it's gonna be a benefit, but not if it's gonna be a replacement to teachers because you got to have that human. You got to know a human's gonna be able to tell if a kid's struggling or something like that, or just not
Hmm.
even school related, like struggling with some home shit, anything, man. It's just you got to have that human factor. But other
Right.
than
Right.
that,
Right.
we're seeing it with art already. Shit.
Oh yeah.
I just got mad at my guy, man. I really hate that he fucking did this too. Shit, I can't even think of his name right now. Producer. He's from Virginia. Shit, they used to say I used to look at like him back in the day too. God, I can't
Oh,
think of his name.
Timberland, ain't it?
Timbaland, yes, Timbaland. So he done signed the first AI R&B or somebody, man. And
Yeah, I saw that.
I hate that shit, man. Because I'm like, you don't keep, and you're a highly respected producer, man. Why you gotta do this dumb shit? Now you
Yeah.
taking away, and I get it. To me, that's just you want more money, and you want to
Oh yeah,
be. I'm the
absolutely.
person that set this trend. Instead of man, fuck all that fake AI shit. I want real people to make real money off of real music. I don't want to hear no
Hmm.
AI music. To be honest with you, it can sound as good as it wants. I want to see
Right.
something that was made with human emotion involved. That's just gonna
Right.
be
Right.
me.
Right.
I can promise you, I will never ever support AI music because
I
that's
hear you.
fake. That's made up shit, man. I want something.
Right.
I like my music because I feel that music. That's why my favorite artists, because they put their whole heart and soul into their music and shit. They ain't play
Hmm.
around with it. But yeah, man, it's scary, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
The shit gets
Yeah.
scary, dog.
I saw all that too with Timberland. Yeah. Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
definitely is. Did you see where China said that they're going to turn off all their AI supercomputers when kids are testing, so they can't use them to cheat on the exam, so to
Damn,
say?
that's smart
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And I want to say that there was a kid at UCLA. I don't know if you saw the video or not, but he did his whole final report. He did it all. Chat GPT did it all for him.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was at his graduation ceremony, he had his computer up showing all that Chat GPT did. He was scrolling through it, saying, this is my whole paper and whatnot. And
Nah, that's just
I was
stupid on
like,
his end.
yeah, it was pretty stupid. But my thought process was, how is this going to be not so much regulated, but how are you going to stop it going forward? Like, how are you going to be able to know if a kid is doing this? And I know teachers can say they can figure it out and whatnot, but if this is going to be how we're proceeding in the future with AI, how is that going to be any different from using Google or using
Oh
the
yeah.
plain old internet to get sources for your paper? And
Mm-hmm.
granted, you got to write it yourself, and I would imagine most folks would probably should at least try to write it themselves. Maybe, I
Hell
don't
yeah.
know. But
Some
it
of them
goes back
lazy
to,
as shit that they don't even try to
yeah, it
change
goes
it.
back to what you said about folks being lazy, and it's like I just don't
Mm-hmm.
know if that's going to be. I don't. I'm very conflicted with it, so to say,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't mind it, but I understand why it needs to be regulated and why they shouldn't be allowed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know that I don't know that I'm against it because, like I said, you're going to be getting all your information from the computer anyway. Everything you get is going to be from the
Everything's
computer.
coming from the computer. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's going to encyclopedias or anything like that anymore to get their research. They're getting straight off the computer. And for me, the computer and AI is just really not all that different. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, you can't have people doing thesis papers on Chat GPT and having Chat GPT doing the whole damn thesis paper.
Because
That
they're not
just
gonna
can't
learn
happen.
nothing. You don't want
No,
a
you're not gonna
person
learn
that
that.
didn't really learn nothing out in the world. One, they might actually lack the technical skills that which they just got hired for or anything because they cheated. And
Yeah,
then you don't want them out there because now that person doesn't know what it really means to overcome something, to work hard for something. They're gonna come in there like, oh, just cheating. I get what I want.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Then you get these
right, right,
fucked
right.
up mindsets. I want to create a generation of people that just like, oh shit, I'll take shortcuts my whole life. Like we don't want that. We want hard workers. We want people that want to feel like they want to earn their damn money and shit like that. Which
Hmm.
we already on the free fall on that shit right now. I know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And to add to that, if companies start going the AI route and start using AI even more and more, it's going to help out folks like that who
Mm-hmm.
cheated with AI, because they're going to come in and say, "Well, shit, I already got this shit mastered to the point to
Oh
where it
yeah.
got me through college. I can help your company because I know how to master. I know how to manipulate the
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker."
Now I'll say this in fairness, because even when I was in college, now we didn't have Chat GPT and shit, but we could. That's when we were first starting to take exams and shit online. You get a lot of Blackboard and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
it was so easy to copy a question, put it into Google, hit enter, and a university from somewhere around the world probably use that same question on a quiz. So you'll find an
Right,
answer key. I cheated a lot in
right.
college
I hear you.
towards the end on some shit just because I'm
Yeah,
like, yo, if I can just quickly get on here and do this, so I know how it goes because I've done it. Now I couldn't
yeah.
even.
Oh
I
yeah.
tell my little brother at the time, like, I couldn't even imagine if I had Chat GPT, boy, I wouldn't even do shit.
It'd be hard, man.
It'd be
It'd be real
hard
hard.
because
As
it's
soon as you,
almost like you're stupid if you don't use it. Like, why would I do all
yeah.
this hard work and then not? And that's what we don't want. I want you to know there's a reward with doing hard work. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right. Yeah, it'd be hard though, because you come across that one thing that stumps you, and it's like it's gonna be super easy for me to get this answer right here.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you avoid that conflict when you know you need that answer? Yeah, nine folks out of 10 are gonna do exactly what you did, and
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna chat GPT that shit and get that answer out there and keep it moving. Why? Because they need that grade so they can pass.
It's hard, man, because we teach, especially when they get older, we teach use your resources. I used to tell people all that time, especially when I had people working under me, I'd be like, hey, before you come to me with a question, make sure you've utilized all the resources you've had and then come to me with your question. Don't just
Hmm.
come straight to me with your question.
Right.
So you say that now, okay? Shit, Chat GPT's my resource. Shit, the fuck? I'm gonna go
Yeah.
straight on that bitch. So it's
Yeah.
like it's hard, man. It's hard. But I'm with you though on this one. I do think this is a real talk. And without something, and I feel I'm kind of with you. I'm not 100% with you on it yet, but I do
Right.
feel like I don't feel like we're too far gone just yet.
Uh
But I
huh.
feel like if we don't do something about this, like within hell the next year or so, it's gonna be too gone. Because what's
Right.
gonna happen is you're gonna get it's just all about money at that point. So
Right.
everybody's just gonna be making shitload of money on it. Nobody's gonna care about it as an
Hmm.
actual resource or tool. Everybody's gonna be like, how can I fucking sell this? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
I
then
get.
once you get to the greed and shit, then the quality and it's just it is what it is.
And I would say that's I would say the greed is part of my concern, and part is why I feel like we're already too far gone. I mean, when you look at the people that are involved with AI, the people making money off of AI right now, we're talking Peter Thiel, we're talking Palantir, we're
Mm-hmm.
talking all these other places, and the with this administration, they are they're very welcome to that community. So
Mm-hmm.
as long as that community has got free reign to do whatever they want, which is what I feel like they have right now, that's part of the reason why I feel like it's already too late,
They
because
do have
there's
free
not going to
reign.
be there's not going to be anybody to stop them. Pete Buttigieg is saying this is what we need to do, but nobody who's in control and who has power is going to pay attention to that man right now.
Now.
I mean, by the time if the Democrats are lucky enough to win the next election in 2028, that would be the earliest that any kind of regulation would take place on it. And like I said, by then I think it's just going to be too late. I mean, we're talking it's 2025 now. We're talking 3 years from now,
Yeah.
and I think about where I'm gonna be at 3 years from now when it comes to my ability to navigate the AI landscape. And I know 3 years from now I'm gonna be far more advanced as far as me and Chat GPT. Shit, that motherfucker might be driving my car by then in 3 years.
For
So
real.
yeah, and what are these guys that are in control going to be doing with all this access
Hmm.
to unfiltered access to AI and our data, all that shit put together? Shit,
It's
got
scary,
my say
dog.
neighbors going on right here.
Yeah.
Shit, you know what I'm
Shit.
saying?
No, that's real talk though, man. It's scary. It's funny. I'm reading a book called The Passengers right now, and
Uh
it's
huh.
about more so not, I guess AI a little bit, but it's more so about our automated vehicles, like the ones that drive themselves and shit like that. So the book pretty much takes place in Britain, and it's the at this point in the book, Britain has made it mandatory that all vehicles on the road be driverless. So there's no steering wheel, nothing. Everything's just fully automated, and it's
Mm.
supposed to be this. It can't be hacked type system, and now it's
Mm.
been hacked. They've hacked like six or seven
Right.
cars. And now they're making people decide who dies. They're gonna make all of them blow up, and they need to decide. It's deeper than that, but it's a good ass book. And I'm in the little
Huh.
book club reading, and we like, yo, this is gonna be some realistic shit going on here, man.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
it's kind of where we're going. Is AI is going to lead us to a lot of this shit, man.
Yeah.
It's
Oh yeah.
that we just have to have a control on it, man, and we can't. The reason that we need government, and it's hard because government can be bought at the same time too, but we
Hmm.
need some kind of regulation on it, regardless, because we can't have a wild, wild west. And if it's just focused on just being a money making thing and not a benefit to the actual world type thing, it's gonna fuck us. Because like any
Yeah.
tool, all tools, a gun is a tool. It can be used for good or it can be used for bad. It all depends on whose hand that fucking gun is sitting in. You know what I mean?
Mm. Oh
That's
yeah.
all it
Absolutely.
is. So AI can be good for us, but if it's in the wrong hands, it's gonna be horrible for us.
Right. Right. Right.
And it is what it
Yeah.
is. But that's kind of my hit on that, man. I think that was a good one. It's just so real, man. It's almost like the whole Iran situation. We don't know yet. you know,
Right. Right. Right.
we don't know yet, and it's something out of our control at this point. But it is what it is.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. It was funny because when we decided this was going to be a topic, I was like, well, let me go on and put it in Chat GPT and see if I can get some talking points or whatever, see what they're talking about and whatnot. And like I said, I started off with, hey, I got an awkward question for you, but we need
That had me
need some
rolling.
talking points on the AI revolution that's taking place. And Chat GPT was like, man, I got you, and then
What
man,
if it was
when I
like
say
mind your business?
yeah, man. Shit, I probably would have deleted the app.
Yeah, I'd have threw that shit out. Yeah, I'm like hell no.
Like, mind your business. Hey, I got you. You ain't got
Yeah,
to tell me twice.
yeah.
Matter of
All I
fact,
needed to know. Yep.
I'll never talk to you
Yeah.
again.
Oh man, that should be
Yeah,
funny as hell. Scary as hell,
yeah,
but funny as hell too. Yeah, I definitely would
yeah,
never look
yeah,
at that shit. I don't even want to hear the words chat or GPT after that.
yeah. She can.
Oh
I
man.
can't imagine what's gonna happen one of these nights when I got a wild hair up my ass and I'm feeling pretty good and whatnot, out relaxing on a Friday evening. I'll be, let me see what Chat GPT's up to, and I'll probably put in some stupid shit just to see what it's gonna say. But
I'm
one of the
telling
questions gonna
you,
be like, hey, when are y'all gonna take over? What year? What's the date? I know y'all already talked about it.
I do use Chat GPT to learn about shit I don't know about. I'm super fascinated with like space and science. I'm just not smart enough to
Yeah,
fully
yeah, yeah.
grasp shit. So when I tell you, man, I can go down some motherfucking rabbit holes on Chat GPT and it'd be like, yeah, this nebula, blah 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 blah. Okay, what's a
Yeah.
nebula? Well, a nebula is da 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 da. All right, now what does this do? Well, this does. Boy, I'm talking about. I could be spending hours. And I'm like, shit, boy, I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson now. This bitch, all this shit I done looked at. I'm telling you, man, that sometimes she gets
Oh
scary.
shit.
I'm like, damn, man. I'm like, I never knew all this shit like went together, man. It's crazy, man. But like I said,
Yeah.
it can be good if you use it for good, or it can be bad if you use it
Hmm.
for bad, man.
Yeah,
Just like
absolutely.
every damn tool in this world, man.
Yeah, you're right, man. That's a perfect way to say it.
Hmm. But nah, man. Good topics. Good discussions as always.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Appreciate
Yeah.
everybody listening.
Hey, before we go, have
Mhm.
you got Disney Plus, right? You seen Ironheart yet?
I got 5 kids, man. I got Disney Plus. I
Yeah,
haven't
oh
seen
yeah.
Ironheart yet. I was gonna start it. I might start it this weekend, but I don't know. I
Hey, it's
want to
good
watch
shit.
it.
They dropped 3 episodes, man. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I like it. I
Oh
like
yeah,
it a
I'm gonna
lot.
have to check that out. Yeah, it
And
looked good, man.
they got a great AI story going on in there as well.
Ooh.
So it kind of plays into the conversation that we're having, man. So yeah, it's pretty dope, man. I'm definitely all in on it, and looking forward to next week's episode. So I
Oh
definitely
yeah.
watch all three of them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I definitely want to watch that too and get on that. Let me see. Anything else? I will say too, there's a new Toy Story coming out that's supposed to be based on kids and iPads and shit. I thought that was
Oh
funny based
hell,
off our last discussion. I'm like, oh, they doing a whole movie on this. So
yeah.
I ain't been big on the Toy Story in a while, but I'm like, I'm curious to see how this plays out for the kids. What their
How
messaging
they? Yeah,
is. Yeah.
yeah, shoot, yeah. Because Toy Story, you say what you want about it. It always has a pretty good message to it.
Oh yeah.
So
That's all I ever
the
want
fact
is a
that they're
good
gonna,
message.
yeah, the fact they're gonna tackle iPads and tablets, man. Oh shit, might have to take kids to the movie theater to
Yeah,
see
that's what
that
I'm
one.
saying, man. It's like, well, shit is realistic, so it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
You got anything else?
Nah, not
All
much,
right.
man. Just another week is come and gone, and hopefully, when we get off the phone, World War III ain't kicked off
I
and
know.
whatnot.
We
Yeah,
gonna get off here and then 10 missiles done got fired at our end or some
yeah,
crazy
man.
shit.
That's some crazy shit, man.
Oh man.
It's never ending, man. Never
Never
ending. But
ending.
I think we'll get used to the craziness at some point.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
Yeah.
But you've been listening to the Clearly Confused podcast. We're like your group chat, but with better audio. And remember, if you're still confused, normally I say reach out to us, but you're still gonna be confused if you reach out to us on this shit.
Yeah.
Specifically with the wars. I ain't got much to clear up on that for you, but if y'all want to have some discussions or anything with us on AI, anything like that, hit us up on our podcast channel, man. We on YouTube, IG, everywhere. Just reach out to us, man. We'll have a good convo with you. But appreciate
Hmm.
you, Jason, as always, man.
Yes,
Appreciate the
sir.
listeners, and have a good weekend, bro. We'll catch y'all later.
Peace.
Peace.